You know that quiet second at iftar when the first sip of water hits your throat and relief washes through you, and you wonder if these hungry hours are seen. In today's episode, fasting in Islam. Deen Daily Pulse. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. There is a promise that turns fasting into more than a yearly challenge, a promise that says your hungry days can become a private entrance on the day when doors matter most. Allah says in the Qur'an, وَالصَّائِمِينَ وَالصَّائِمَاتِ وَالْحَافِظِينَ حُدُودَ اللَّهِ وَبَشِّرِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. And those men and women who fast and those who guard the limits set by Allah give glad tidings to the believers. This line sits in a list of believers Allah loves, people who turn back to Him, who worship, who bow and prostrate, and right there He names those who fast. Allah is showing us that fasting is not a side hobby for a few devout people. It lives inside the description of His servants who hold His boundaries and walk toward the good news He has prepared. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told us that in paradise there is a gate called Rayyan, kept for people who used to fast. They will be called, they will enter and drink, and they will not feel thirst again. He ﷺ was teaching that fasting is more than saying no to food and drink. It is a way of being singled out by Allah, the most merciful, a way of having a door waiting when people are desperate for shade and a sip. Picture a weekday where you wake up and decide today is for Allah, no announcement. You put breakfast on the table for someone else, close the front door, and carry that intention into the train or the car. Picture the mid-afternoon slump, when the office smells like lunch or the kids are loud and your patience thins, and you take one slow breath, remind your heart, I am fasting, and let the wave pass without a sharp reply or bitter message. Picture a friend inviting you to brunch and you gently move it to another day, not with a speech, just a soft smile and kindness the next time you sit together, because you held one small secret between you and Allah that morning. There are seasons when fasting feels heavy, when life makes another hungry afternoon feel out of reach, and we can say that honestly while trusting that Allah, the most gentle, knows our limits and still keeps gates of mercy open. The companions remembered a man who wanted to fast all the time until the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ pointed him to the pattern of Dawood, fasting one day and eating the next so his worship would stay strong without breaking his body. That moment is a map, showing that the goal was never to burn out in one intense month. It was to keep fasting as a steady part of life, a sign that you belong with the people who are called to Rayyan when others are still searching for water. Ya Allah, the most gentle, make our fasting sincere inside and outside of Ramadan. Make it light on our bodies and heavy on our scales, and write for us a share of that gate where thirst ends in your nearness. If this reflection made you think about guarding one quiet fast just for Allah, share it with someone who loves Ramadan but is looking for a softer way to stay close when the month is over. Subscribe for more. Deen Daily Pulse. The heartbeat of the Ummah.